Testicle 1, testicle
2.
shit. Surgery.
You know, I love cold opens. That's when we catch shit like this.
Oh, hey, we're rolling.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to the Herbalist Podcast.
We
Do
thought
you
we were
know
doing
what
a line check.
Do you even know what a cold open is?
Yeah, that's where you don't tell anybody how we start.
Kind of like it's more of a TV show kind of thing where it doesn't open with like the credits. It just kind of starts with stuff, then it goes to the
SNL's
credits.
famous for it, right?
Yeah, those
yeah.
are cold opens. It just kind of opens.
Yeah, fucking that '70s show did that a lot.
Oh yeah, we do that all the time, almost every episode,
Almost, not every episode.
to the point where it's almost tradition now.
Yeah,
It really is. I kind of find that kind of funny. I can only imagine what the 5 or 10 viewers we got think of that.
I know.
Like, oh God, what are they going to start with this week?
I gotta send this to a couple of people I work with. They might be interested in listening to it.
Shit. That reminds me, it's not that I forgot, it's just I haven't had a day. Like, I'm going to need a day easily
You're
to sit
probably
down
gonna
and
need
do it.
more than a day.
Yeah,
So,
ideally, but...
what Rob is talking about, I would like to touch on this week.
Well, we might as well start it off right here at the beginning because I already mentioned it. But
Right.
our DistroKid for this is back up, which means DistroKid's essentially a third-party company. But anyway, essentially that means we will now be on all streaming platforms again, which means I have to play catch up and
Yes.
release every single episode we've done since the DistroKid went down. And
I
that's a
don't
lot.
even remember how many it was, but there will be a bunch.
I don't think we had cracked the double digits just yet when DistroKid went down. I'll have to
DistroKid
double
went
check.
down.
A while ago.
I want to say it was in December.
We're almost on episode 40, bud.
Yeah, I want to say DistroKid went down in December on episode like 20 something.
Was it 20?
Yeah,
I didn't think we cracked the doubles just
I'm
yet.
pretty sure we did.
I'll have to look at it. But either way, moral of the story is we'll be back on stuff like Spotify, Apple Music, and stuff like that again.
You can catch us anywhere you stream your shit.
Pretty much.
And you know, I'm not sold on the idea, but we may expand to Patreon as well. Might have some exclusive clips and pictures and possibly even exclusive how-tos on Patreon. I've been working that over a while. I'm going to see about the logistics of it.
It's
Don't
really,
quote me on
really
it.
easy.
Yeah. But
I
I'm-
have one active that I've entirely forgotten about. I need to get back to it.
Right. Well, I'm just saying if we can even like, we're busy people. If we can even fit that into the schedule, because then I'd have to make more content and whatnot, and we're already pretty busy as it is.
For me, I don't think it's really about being busy because a lot of that kind of content stuff's really quick and easy to do. I personally forget.
Yeah. I could
Like
always
I've come to notice that like
I could always send you a reminder.
yeah, that's really the one thing I generally need when I'm doing things is a reminder or just like especially with promo stuff, since a lot of the behind the scenes stuff is usually
fucking
photos or
sucks.
video, more or less,
See
just to
that?
do it for me. So I've noticed over the last year or two, especially when because you know this, anytime I release music, I put it out and then I just instantly forget about it and I'm on to the next thing.
Did I skip you?
I think so.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You didn't just hand this to me, did you?
Not right this second, no.
Oh, whatever. So they handed it back to me. Yeah, so this is kind of one of the things that I was going to do for the Patreon shit. Let me send this over to you. This sucks. Look at this motherfucking picture, bro. Look at this motherfucking picture I just took.
That's because of all the smoke and the sunlight in the background.
The window
Yeah.
in the background. I was trying to take a picture of me and Dean with the podcast, and fucking there's
Is
light
that
shining.
curtain over there fixable?
That one's, I think, pretty shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll figure out something then. Because I do like the sunlight coming in, but there are sometimes it plays hell, especially first thing in the morning.
Oh God. But anyway, yes. So update on the account. We'll have the new stuff up, and like I
Yep.
said, I'm gonna try and get a Patreon. Might have a couple of little
I'm
like
gonna
videos, definitely some pictures and whatnot.
I'm going to start the distro upload this weekend because by the looks, it's supposed to be rainy again this weekend. So I'll be uploading those and helping Maria with her school project.
We're just gonna turn my timer. We're just gonna turn my timer down to 2 seconds instead of 10 because that was fucking brutal.
Yeah, it takes a minute. Anytime I do take little snippets or photos while I'm doing something, I always put it on a timer. That way I can set it down. It makes it feel more natural. Because then you
Yeah.
can just set it and go back to what you're doing.
Yeah, that's true. And my phone's great for that too. I've got one of those flip phones. Oh, I love that. It's like got a fucking built-in tripod.
My phone's as old as my kid.
That's true. It is.
It is.
I forget. Rob's got a dinosaur.
Yep.
Rob's got a dinosaur in his pocket.
Pretty much. It's just about 10 years old now.
Shit, Dean, what phone you working with? I don't think I ever asked.
The Galaxy model that's under the Hizoot 20s.
Oh, like the A50 or whatever,
No,
the A03?
It's like a 20. It's like a 21, so it's like the low model of the 20 series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think.
A20?
Isn't that the same one Munchkin's got?
I don't know.
Because I know you and her tend to get each other's confused. Although I think hers is darker than yours.
Yeah. I mean, phone's a phone. As long as you got one.
Yeah,
That works. Anyway.
exactly.
But yeah, so we're gonna be back on all the streaming platforms. Got a little bit of an exciting episode this week. Got some
Is it?
yeah.
Mm.
I got a couple of things to talk about. First off, how's everybody doing today?
Not bad.
That's good. Anybody got anything they'd like to add from this past week? Anything exciting happen? No?
Not
Got to-
terribly.
Run a cherry picker for the first time a little while back.
Yeah,
cool.
that was kind
Oh
of
yeah, you
interesting.
sent me a picture of that.
I mean, I'd been in and stuff. It was the first time I had all the controls. That was cool.
Oh
That
hey,
does
I'm gonna
sound fun.
send that picture over to Rob. He can put that on the feed
Yeah,
too.
oh yeah, I got that. He sent it to me too.
Yeah. Oh, you got that?
yeah. I guess if anything on my end, I got my thumb back now that the stitches are out.
Yeah. Hey, that's you're going up in the world.
Oh, it's
Can
still
you bend it?
to an extent. Like that whole section that got sliced is all just deep scar tissue. Like
Yeah.
it feels like my fingertips, and that's gonna sound kind of strange, but Dean will understand this. When you play guitar long enough, you develop like permanent calluses. And that's what my thumb feels like. So at best, I will have about 85 to 90% of my mobility back.
So
But it's still tender as fuck. I've accidentally smacked it a few times. It's still kind of tender.
so this happened a really long time ago, and you just actually made me think about it. I can still see it, but it's almost completely faded away. Can you see the mark on my fingertip?
Yeah, it looks like a little circle.
So I was working at Denny's one day, and one of the ice cream scoops. This is way back when I was a fucking dishwasher. One of the actually the butter scoops. You remember those tiny little butter scoops we used to have? The ones that were about that big around. You pushed them together, and they had like it was a
the
mini
little
ice cream.
ballers. Yeah.
It was like a mini ice cream
They're
scoop.
melon ballers.
So
A type of them.
yeah. So one of those is stuck, like the spring won't pop it back out, and I'm washing dishes. So
Oh.
I'm pulling on it, trying to get it popped back out. Well, it popped and everything broke, and my finger slid down it. Dude, it literally cut my fingertip off. You could see my bone.
Jesus
Right,
Christ.
right. And it is forever fucking like, it's been like 13 years since I did it, but I still got the scar, and I do not feel that part of my fingertip.
You're not going to.
I
That is permanent scar tissue.
Nice. What'd you do there?
I fish hooked a dude.
You what?
I fish hooked a dude.
You fish hooked the dude. Well, I mean, did he
But
deserve it?
Yeah, but I don't feel much from that knuckle down now. It's like something when it compressed, like it's
It
Ah,
pinched
you
the
pinched the
nerve.
nerve
Yeah,
off. But anyway, back to our main topics. We're just a little fucked up this morning and not stoned. So I wanted to tell y'all, down to Rec Roots, we've been furiously at work the past week or two, trying to get the butcher's batch ready and shipped out. And it's actually dropping today. It will be in stores all over the state starting today. It is an exclusive run with Benny the Butcher. He is a rapper out of Buffalo. If you like that kind of music, it's gangster rap. If you like it, definitely check him out. He's pretty good at what he does. I'm not particularly into that music, but everybody down at the greenhouse is, and they all love him.
I'm not particularly in it, and I know who Benny the Butcher is. If that says anything.
Yeah,
I told
yeah,
you, bud.
yeah. None
Yeah,
of us.
me and him were talking about that just before we started this. He brought him up. I'm like, yeah, I've heard of that guy. He's like, oh, yeah, Brian used to play him all the time. I'm like, no, not from that. I've heard the name in my music circles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he's actually a big name guy. Like I didn't know who he was, but I don't listen to that genre.
Neither do I.
That's
No.
why I
And,
couldn't
like,
tell you
Both
anything
of these
about him.
guys knew who the hell he was. You know, they don't know him, but they knew who
We've
he
heard
was.
the name and we know what he does.
we're metal people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if that tells you something, he's definitely a bigger name. But he did an exclusive collaboration with us. He selected one of our grown weeds that we prepared at the greenhouse because it was absolutely phenomenal. But he selected that, and that's going to be the butcher's batch. And to be honest with you, I think he's going to keep working with us. Like we're going to grow an exclusive line of weed for him. But it's going to drop today. It's going to start today, and the supplies are extremely limited. They are going to fly.
Is it going to drop on the floor?
I hope they just drop it on the counter, you know, because then the jars won't break.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
you know,
Never
you
know
do
what'll
you,
happen
boo
though.
boo. Oh, ha. Yeah, but it's an extremely limited drop. There's only so many. The batch that we ran for him wasn't actually that large. It was small batch. That's how you get the best wheat. You know, small batch wheats. We have another one queued up behind that for him. But that's gonna be a couple weeks, if not a month down the road. I don't quote me on that. It could be sooner than that. It all depends on testing and labels and all that shit. You got to do the state required stuff before you can even put it out, and then we got to pack it all and get it all sealed and ready to go, and then we can put it on the market. But it is queued up, waiting to go. I believe all we've got to do is, you know, run the tests and whatnot, and, you know, like I said, do all that other bullshit. But for now, what we have of the Benny's batch is all we have. And it's going to drop today, and it's going to go extremely quick. Extremely. So we had a pre-order option, and basically all of it was gone with the pre-order option. But that's through the stores. So that's the stores ordering it so that you can go buy it. So basically, you know, get to a store near you that sells our Rec Roots stuff and pick up the Benny's batch today before it's gone, because I don't think it's going to last a week. It was a very limited drop. But like I said, if you miss out on today's, there is more Benny's batch coming behind it. It's
But
just
wait, there's more.
it's just it yeah, it's not gonna be I mean it'll be soon, but not like too soon. If you want to try it, I recommend going and getting one today. Like you're gonna hear this on Friday, so it's already gonna be 24 hours since it dropped, so probably not gonna be a lot left. But there will I'm saying it's probably gonna last about a week, maybe 2 weeks in stores before it's completely gone. And then you're probably going to have to wait at least another 2 weeks after that until we have more of Benny's batch. So if you want to try it on this run, definitely pick this shit up this week, Definitely. Like I said, we're going to have more, but this is a limited first drop, very first run that we did for him, very first small batch plants that we did for him. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going to be good. I believe it tested at like 28%, 27.9, something like that. Fucking ridiculously.
Nice.
Oh my God, it's so good. But anyway, so there's that. Just wanted to let y'all know about that.
Hello.
What's your guys' thoughts on that? Do you like collaborations? Would you be interested in buying it because it was endorsed by a celebrity?
No.
No, I didn't think you would. What about you, Dean?
I mean, it depends. It's really just like a niche thing if I see it at the shop. And
So if you were a fan, you'd buy it.
probably.
Yeah. So
Like I want to. I always get Jim and John, the Belushi brothers. Anyways, they have a Blues Brothers.
Jim is the
Yes.
living one.
Yes, Jim. Jim started a dispensary, and they have the
Jim
Blues
Belushi's
Brothers
farm.
greatest hits, and I want to try one of those.
I'm friends with that farm on Facebook.
Nice.
I think they're out in Oregon or
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish they were here because they grow some. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't think they could grow that stuff here because most of their stuff that I've seen online is outdoors,
Okay.
right? And they have an entirely different climate than we do,
Yeah.
because of the warm Pacific air that blows in. Like, it's weird if you follow the map over and whatnot. Like, did you know England is on the same latitude and whatnot? It's like higher up than Maine, but Maine receives colder
okay.
weather than England, and it's because of the way the North Atlantic current runs.
Okay.
It drops off warm air up there from the Caribbean.
That would be why that part, like from Canada, Greenland, all that area is more.
Actually, Canada, Greenland area is typically very cold compared to northern Europe.
Right.
Because the North Atlantic current, as it goes down the America side, what it does is it gets up to the top of the it runs in a counterclockwise.
Right.
Okay, so it goes up Africa, up Europe, and gets to the Arctic. Grabs a whole bunch of cold water, drops off the
so
cold
it's at
air.
the top of the downstroke.
Yep, it drops off all that cold air down near the east coast of America, and then it keeps dropping cold air and it starts picking up warm air and warm water in the Caribbean, drops that off in South America, right? And that's why they're nice and warm along their east coast. And then as it gets to Antarctica, kind of picks up a little cool air, drops most of that off in Africa, and then it picks up nice warm air in southern Africa, like South Africa. That's where it drops off that cool air, and then it picks up that warm air from the Caribbean and drops that shit off up in Europe, because that's the way it goes. You know what I mean? That's just the way the water runs. So different climates do different things, and like England, if they had they probably wouldn't be able to grow all that good weed in England either. And the reason being is they're a little warmer, a little more temperate, but they also get a lot more rainy days, so they don't get as
they're
much
moist.
sunlight.
Oh no, yeah, they have a lot more.
A lot moisture.
Because you need moisture, but like you need sun to grow weed too. So like we're gonna grow different weed that Oregon grows, that fucking The UK grows. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that Jim Belushi shit, like I said, is outdoors. So
I
like,
did not know that.
if they came here, they're not growing that stuff here. They'd
Right.
have to grow greenhouse or indoor to get even anything close to those results. And
Controlled environment.
yeah, and let me tell you, the size of plants that they grow, there's no fucking way that they would grow indoors or greenhouse. These fucking, have you seen them online?
Only a little bit.
They're fucking monsters. They're like
Yeah.
8-10 feet
Okay.
around, like 12-13 feet tall. You know what I'm saying? They grow them right in the ground
Yeah.
out in those temperate climates, and they get fucking huge. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do that in New York.
No.
Anybody who's ever grown weed will fucking tell you your growing season is not long enough to do that.
You
in New
get
York.
some good 6-footers.
You can get a good 6-footer, maybe even an 8-footer if you fucking started inside. You know, but it's probably gonna get 4 or 5, maybe even 6 feet around, but it ain't gonna be as densely packed as those.
Right.
You know, and you're gonna have to do some serious indoor plant training before you put it outside. Like, because if you want to get like an 8 or a 9-footer in New York, you're gonna need that shit about 3.5 feet tall when you put it outside, maybe even bigger. You know what I mean? And then you gotta hope that it's not root bound, and then you're gonna need a pot that can support that, or you're gonna have to put it directly into the ground.
Right.
You know, it's just, trust me, New York is not good for growing huge plants. You can grow a whole bunch of medium-sized plants and get the same amount of weed as that one huge plant. And honestly, it'll probably take up the same amount of space. But anyway, yeah. So I wish I could try that weed just to say I tried, Jim Belushi's weed.
Right. Well, it's I want to try it because I know it for a fact is really like a big thing for his brother too. Because like weed's legal, he would totally love this.
Yeah. 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 I want to smoke some Blues Brothers. That's all I want.
Yeah. Right.
But anyway, so we have completed our newest harvest. We're in the dry cycle now. It's a little sad when you walk out into the big house now. So everything, we cut down like 1,000 plants, something like that. I don't even remember. A lot of plants. But, 2 weeks ago, the whole fucking greenhouse was filled with weed. And then we just harvested everything. And now there's no weed in there. It's kind of sad, But, that just means that we got to get everything cleaned up and start over. Takes a couple weeks to get everything cleaned up, especially with the Benny's batch and everything. We've been a little preoccupied. But yeah, we got to clean up the whole greenhouse, scrub it all down, get it all reset, and then we're going to plant more plants and grow more. That's what we do. But, yeah, that's about all the greenhouse news that I have today. One sec. I'm struggling with a joint.
Yeah, he's been rolling most of this conversation.
This
He would have
motherfucker.
had it done by now if he had not been talking. But
That's what
you'll
the
have
people
that.
want.
Put a fucking hole in it. Motherfucker. Fucking son of a bitch. Fucking stupid. Fucking piece of fucking shit. Fucking bullshit. Fucking.
This
Hang
isn't
on, let
for
me
the
fix
mic.
that.
He actually does this when the joint pisses him off.
Yeah. This is just what he does.
One sec. I have to fix a hole. This bullshit.
Why'd you put a hole in it, man?
You know what? Fuck off. Have you ever thought maybe, instead of fucking on, I should just fuck off?
Or sideways.
I mean, you do you, boo boo.
Sideways.
Said, fuck me sideways. I mean, that's gonna hurt, but whatever you want, babe. Okay. Anyway, fix the hole.
Ha.
Yes. Sorry. I
I
needed
don't
another
have
joint.
anything interesting going on right now. I've just been kind of turtling. Lately,
Yeah.
if you want to put it that way, I've just been working at a turtle pace.
Yeah, I
little
was
bit.
I was about to ask you.
I do have the next backlog single almost right, and it's really just minor production things I need to finish.
Do you have a release date on that or no?
No, I'm just at this point aiming for once a month and just letting them come out because I do have that new one I've been working on.
Ow. All right. Well, when would once a month be?
I said I'm aiming for once a month. I didn't say that's exactly what it was going to be.
Oh, I see.
But no, I actually the only reason I put that on the shelf was because I got this one at the other new one at the stage where I needed to transcribe and notate things. And I've learned over the years my best course of action to do that is fresh out of the writing cycle when it's gotten to the proper edit point to do that. That way everything's fresh in my brain because it took me maybe if I had done it on a day off, it would have taken me like 8 hours less than, and the whole song was transcribed for guitar and bass.
Damn, really?
Yeah, it turned into like 11 separate tracks.
Holy shit.
Yeah, a lot of production layers going on with this one.
Yeah, you could say that again.
I mean, given the nature of kind of, I guess, I don't know how to put it, but it's definitely more one of those just listening tracks, like music just to listen to.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Don't know why my brain did this. I do have one other piece of news. For Rec Roots. We just dropped about maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. We just dropped some other new weeds. Blueberry pancakes and chemberry. They are they're actually really fucking good, but they didn't pass the oh my god, they're so pretty look test, so we did them for a little bit cheaper price. So if you guys want to pick up some really good weed for not so expensive, go check those out. Anyway,
They
back
just
to what
don't
you
look
were
pretty.
saying. Sorry, my fucking brain works in mysterious ways.
No, mine does that all the time. I get it. No, I'm just saying I haven't gotten to the next single because I was, again, like you just proved, doing something while my brain was in the right part to get it done quickly and efficiently.
Yeah, sometimes the brain fires and sometimes it misfires.
Yeah, that and really,
Snaps.
this
Don't
next one's
snap.
probably going to be a little bit over a month between this one and the last one, just because after I finished the notation, I'm like, all right, because the only issue I had with the song was some of the I guess you could say smoothness of it. And initially, I thought it was down to some of the arrangement because I did just straight up cut chunks out and then slide stuff over. But that's why I like being a theory nerd because I knew where one part ended and how that chord would transition into the next one. So it worked anyway. And once I put it in my program, because it's got a playback feature on it, and what I like to do is put it on piano because the only way, if you have a really, really solid instrumental, is if a piano can play it and it can sound good. And the arrangement was there. So right now I'm like, all right, I just want to get the performance bits hashed out really quick so I can figure out some of the other arrangement I can cut out just to kind of clear up the mix. And some of it's really unneeded because you can't really hear some of the cello parts, and that's another thing. But I set it as a goal to have it done at least by the end, good production demo done by the end of the weekend, so I can send it off to a few other peers for review.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
See what they think about it.
Yeah, while it's off and doing that, I'm gonna go back to the backlog and basically just hit drills and practice and start working on sound design and multi-sampling, so I can start recording.
Oh, okay. I
'cause
was a
they're
little
gonna be-
confused. I was like, what the fuck?
There are gonna be live amps.
Oh.
And I feel absolutely no
Oh.
pressure with a deadline or anything. So I'm just going to be a little extra anal retentive and practice the fuck out of everything. There's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. Aren't you like that most of the time anyway?
Not to this extent, no. It's like full on lock in mode. But also part of it is too because this track I use a new animal for it. I don't fully count it as just because it's only one section of the song that I utilize it. But it's my first 8-string track.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's
I know
hopefully it goes over good.
this is a little show-offy bit. I didn't realize I did it till after I got everything written. But there is one section of the song. It's like the entirety of 30 seconds, really. That's the rhythm guitar. I managed to use all 8 strings somewhere within a 30-second period. And that's just me being kind of a flashy nerd about it. Like, hey, look what I did.
I used every string.
And yeah, especially
Said
considering
you don't need an 8-string. I used all of them.
yeah, because there are a lot of 8 bands that have an 8-string. Like shit, you've probably seen a couple that don't have bass players
Oh yeah.
because the 8-string is so low, and
Yep.
I still have a 5-string bass in there.
So there's a cover band that I actually listened to. It's
I can't remember who it is, but they're the first ones that came to mind.
yeah, they're a 3-piece band. They have a drummer, an 8-string guitarist, and a singer.
Another one I can think of kind of like that is Animals as Leaders. Drummer and 2 8-string players.
Oh no shit.
They're progressive instrumental stuff. Like really fucking out there.
Oh, okay, I see.
Tosin Abasi is fucking inhuman.
Yeah. Oh,
Like I'm a good player and I see those types of guys, I'm like, I will never be that. So I'm gonna just do my thing and get really good at my thing because that's my thing.
yeah.
That's really all I can do.
I mean, yeah. Oh, while my brain's thinking about it,
Ryer.
the wife and I were thinking about one day here soon, maybe come summertime, seeing about taking Ben up to the axe throwing place at the mall.
Ooh. Yeah, I've seen that. That seems kind of cool.
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah, I was thinking maybe you could bring Maria. You know?
I'll have to see because summers she tends to go with her one grandma
Ah, okay.
for a little bit of it. I'm not sure if that's what's going on this year. I'll have to find out. Then just beyond that, I gotta find out if she's gonna be with her mom.
Yeah. Well,
That wouldn't be too much of an issue to hash out anyway.
yeah. I'm sure she'd want to go. I'm pretty sure everything's like foam anyway, and plastic and foam. It's not like actual axes and shit.
No, they are.
Well, the archery thing I seen was plastic.
Tips.
Yeah. And it's like
Well, an arrow's a little bit different than an axe.
yeah.
Practice arrows sometimes are plastic
Yeah, I
tips.
know.
Just because there's so much.
It wasn't an actual like target that they were shooting at. It was weird. Unless that was just in the one section. That might just be for the kids.
Were they just using bows on it?
Yeah.
That's just a bow target.
Yeah, but
Bow targets are stuffed, whether it be with styrofoam.
yeah, but I think it was like sticking to it. I don't think it was sticking in it. I think it was sticking to it, like a Velcro kind of thing.
That seems
pretty-
kind of strange.
I'm pretty sure that's what I saw.
Hmm.
I didn't actually go in the place, but
Random
I'm
little-
pretty sure that's what I
Random
saw.
little tidbit. I actually kind of want to get a bow again. I like shooting bows. I find it relaxing. Random little tidbit about me.
You know what I'd like to get?
I'm actually pretty damn good with one too. That's scary.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'd like to get a fucking gun. I like shooting guns.
It's fun. It's
is.
cathartic. I just prefer bows though. I don't know why. Not like recurves or stuff like that, but like old school short bow, compound bow, something small. Like it's
Yeah.
just something I like doing. Like I like doing for fun.
I don't mind shooting a bow, but I like shooting a gun.
I think mine's more of the fantasy nerd coming out.
Yeah, but mine's more the I don't know, kind of like skill game kind of thing. So I was when I was 10 years old, was at Boy Scouts. They taught us how to shoot, and I already knew how to shoot because my grandfather's an old school kind of guy. He bought my brother his first 22 when he was like 7 years old and taught him how to shoot. And my brother's only 18 months older than me. We did everything together. You know
Yeah, I was
what I'm
gonna
saying?
say. I think I was like 8 or 9,
So
or maybe a bit younger.
I was
when-
like 6, fucking watching my brother shoot. Very next year, I was learning how to shoot. You know what I mean? And fucking But anyway, by the time I go to Boy Scout camp, fucking they had like this competition for all the kids. I mean, it wasn't a competition, but we turned it into one. It was just shoot the target and make your shot. And everybody, to get the shooting badge, you had to be able to put 5 shots in the size of a quarter at 25 yards, right? I put 5 shots with a 22 with iron sights in the size of a dime at 50 yards.
Nice.
Right. I was fucking I was a pretty good shot back in the day.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never kept track of stuff like that when I shoot, or whether it be anything, just because, again, I do it for fun.
I've mostly shot 22, shotgun a few times.
22s are cool, but the thing you got to remember with a 22 is its effective range is only like 700 feet. So if you shoot 100 yards with absolutely no wind, the bullet's gonna drop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah,
It's
A
just
good
what was
shooter
available,
accounts
you know?
for that, though.
yeah,
That's drop off.
yeah. 700 fucking feet.
The member in my family that had a lot of guns was my grandfather, but he had since stopped hunting since like either the late 80s or the early, like around when I was born. So he had gotten rid of most of them.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
700 feet doesn't sound that long, but that's 2 miles.
No, 700 feet. 5,280 feet's a mile.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, 700 feet's a football field.
I'm retarded. No, I shit you not, because I know what my brain went to. I went to like almost how many days there are in a year. I'm like, oh, that's a mile. Like, wait, no. This is why I can't math or do numbers. I can count to
So-
4 and repeat.
I can walk
Okay.
a jug from the hip with a shotgun, though.
Oh, wait, no. 700 feet's like 2 football fields. My bad. Yeah, because the football field's 300 feet plus the end zones and everything. Makes it like 320, maybe 325. So it's like 2 football fields it would shoot.
Yeah, I can't do numbers. That's the moral of the story.
Anything but the metric system.
Oh, no, I'm good at the metric system.
I can't do either.
Yeah, I do grams every day.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dean has to step away real quick. I think he's receiving a call, and it's not of nature.
Either
I'm
that or
sorry.
he's tired of our shenanigans. Kind of don't blame him.
Yeah, not at all. But anyway, so I saw this thing the other day online, which it might not really apply to you, but it really applies to me and everything that I do. And I'm actually very, very happy with this thing. I'm gonna get a little political for a minute, but I'm pretty sure everybody listening will agree with me. So, the DOJ, Department of Justice, okay, the federal government, right? They have a budget, just like every other federal agency.
Obviously.
There is a budget rider in their budget proposal, I guess it would be called, for this year.
Yeah.
There's a rider. The rider states that if it passes and this budget's approved and the rider stays in it, the Department of Justice would be barred from spending money on marijuana enforcement in states where it has become legalized, regardless of federal law.
Oh, okay.
So that means I would no longer be at threat of being arrested just for performing my job.
Or just being shut down with who happens to be in office at the time.
Right.
Just because, oh, I don't like this, so we're going to get rid of it. Like, no, we're protecting it.
I think that is one of the best bills that I've
I
heard
like
of
that.
in recent memory. It doesn't legalize anything, but it protects us here in legal states. Now, if you're in a state that's not legal, you can still get all those federal charges slapped on you.
If anything, they'll probably enforce it a bit more because
Right.
they've got extra resources now.
Right. Right. And so, yeah, probably. So I'd be careful. But if you're in a legal state, which, most of us are, broadcasting from Elmira, New York, or actually we're broadcasting from Horseheads, but you get what I'm saying. Either way.
Elmira is just the more well-known.
Right. Everybody knows where Elmira is. It's 'cause of the prison, bro. The worst part is that's actually fucking true.
Yeah, anymore.
That's why people know where Elmira is. Like, we got talking about that at Rec Roots a month ago. We were like, what do you know Elmira for? And everybody, the prison.
Yeah.
They don't know famous people from here. And there's actually quite a few
Yes,
that come
there
from
are.
Elmira. There are quite a few famous people that come from Elmira that are known nationally or even internationally. Like motherfucking Brian Williams before he got ousted as lying about what he did in the Afghanistan war.
Yeah.
But
Eileen
he's from
Collins,
Elmira. Eileen Collins.
Yep.
She's from Elmira.
Lester Holt.
Lester, is he?
I thought
Lester's not from Elmira.
No, he's not.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I thought he was.
I'm just like drawing a fucking blank. right
Molly, that Olympic gold medalist. You remember Molly something?
I don't think he was from here originally, but he
I met a
lived here.
female
was,
gold medalist at the
Mark
Jackal Stadium
Twain?
once.
Yeah,
His wife was from here.
yeah, she was. He married
I can't
into
remember her
into
name. She
that.
was nice as hell.
He used to go on an
I met a gold medalist at a Jackals game.
Oh, no
She
shit.
was just watching
Molly.
the game.
Was it Molly?
Maybe she was a very
in front of the Rite Aid. In front of the Rite Aid on the south side,
Okay.
they have
Oh.
a power box that's painted that says "Run Molly Run."
Okay, maybe it was her.
I'll
She
give
was
you
nice
one,
as heck. I just
and all I
noticed.
need is one name.
Huh?
Hilfiger.
Oh yeah, Tommy Hilfiger's from here.
Yep.
Fuck, there's so many famous people from here,
Yeah, it's fucking nutty.
and everybody.
Joey Sindelar.
Oh yeah, Joey
I'm
Sindelar.
trying to think of the
His
athlete
fucking son
too.
went to Horseheads.
I used to mow his lawn.
I was in school. I was probably 3 grades behind Joey Sindelar's son, something like that. He was a little bit older than me. This motherfucker, it was Joey
Yeah.
Sindelar's son.
Yeah.
He was captain of the golf team. You damn straight he was.
Damn sure he was.
He was fucking dude. He was an amazing golfer.
Makes sense.
I'm almost positive I went to school with him because I remember somebody saying something about that when I was in
must
school.
have because Joey Sindelar used to show up at when I was really young. I was in St. Mary's, and I think I was in school with him then.
I was in Corning. I'm not from here.
I believe it was his son because Joey Sindelar's like
You can't
our
stay with
dad's
us. You
age,
don't
right?
know
Yeah,
me.
around
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah,
what I thought. Yeah. Anyway,
Shenanigans.
we gotta change the
Jesus
image of this
Christ.
town from a prison
the
town
fuck?
to something better.
We're
you know,
trying.
We're trying.
Slowly but surely.
Put out quality content
surely.
like this. Talk about marijuana and stupid shit all day.
Well, kind of. We get on
mean,
some interesting rants every
That's
once in a
true.
while.
That's true.
Our
Although this
our
would be
town
more
is the
interesting if
result
you
of a
structured
war
it.
campaign slaughtering a bunch of horses.
Yes.
Yeah. 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 And we're kind of a crossroads.
Oh no, we literally are at crossroads.
Yeah. Like we're centrally located between Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, New York City,
No, bro, the
Philadelphia.
town square is built on the conjoining of the Native American crossroads.
What, Hanover Square?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like all of those were real paths that lead all the way out to the west.
Yeah, a lot of this was native land.
Oh, I know. Oh, yes.
Actually, yeah.
Woo! The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Yeah.
That was literally the first thing that popped into my head. Fucking wheels on the bus.
Anyway, so I think that is going to bring us almost to the end. I do have one more segment. I'm trying to find the lyrics of a certain song right now, so bear with
yes.
me. I am doing our fucked up song of the week.
We missed that last week or two. Because there was that one short episode, and I know we
Yeah.
forgot about it last week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I cannot believe I haven't done this song yet. This just popped up. Oh, I mess with this song all the time. All the
boy.
time. All the time. Honestly, I might just look up 80s love songs from now on just to fuck with these things.
Oh, my Jesus
You
Christ.
already know
What
what
did-
song it is.
Do I?
Oh, yes, you do.
I?
Come on. It's from the 80s.
I don't fucking know.
That's a lot of music, Frank.
Every
Yeah.
time it comes on, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
But
Listen
you know
to
how
these
many?
lyrics.
Do you know how many songs you do that to? I zone out when you do that. It's like
I'll give
normal.
you a hint. They're not bad guys. They're
not
actually
bad
the
guys.
police.
Oh yeah.
Not a fan of the police.
Every breath you take.
Oh, that one. I've always thought
Oh.
that would be good in a stalker, like a
Yes.
psychodrama about a
Yes.
stalker.
Oh my God. Could
That
we?
that you really wouldn't have to change the lyrics. That's all about
No.
context.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh boy, do they get creepier?
Fucking. Let me look up the actual lyrics.
Please do, because I've always found that song kind of creepy. Actually,
So
it kind of
is.
like a genius way,
yeah.
Somehow a
So-
song about being a stalker turned into one of the biggest love songs of the 80s. I don't know.
Yeah. So this song
Well,
is
but well, that
straight up
one's
stalker.
all about context.
So the first verse, that's not the chorus, right? It literally starts with, "Oh, can't you see you belong to me?" Okay, now sing that. That's not, "Oh, can't you?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't now sing it like, "Oh, can't you see you belong to
No,
me?"
No, that's the beauty of it, though. Like that's where context comes in. 'Cause
Right.
if you were just to take that song and put the right visuals behind it, it would turn it into a fucked up
I swear
stalker
people
song.
have used this in like crazy scenes in movies already.
I don't think I've heard
Really?
it anywhere
Huh?
yet. That's kind of why I keep thinking about it.
I mean,
But yeah, it's one of those borderline songs.
Yeah, and it's talking about how she left him, and he dreams at night. He can only see her face. You know.
Yeah. Pair that with the right visuals, and you can entirely change the context of the meaning of that song.
Oh, wait. Here we go. So there is, wow, holy fuck. There's one verse in this song. The rest of it's chorus. The first is, "Every breath you take," that's the chorus, right? "Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. My poor heart aches." Yo. And then every move you make, every vow you break, every smile you fake, every claim you stake, all that shit. That's all the chorus, right? There's one actual verse in this song. And it says, since she's been gone, he's been lost without a trace. It's right in the middle of the song. It's talking about how she leaves him. He can only see her face when he's asleep. He's feeling so cold. He keeps crying. And then it goes back to you belong to me. Every move you make, every vow you break, every smile you fake, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll be watching you. And then every breath you take, every bond I'll be watching you. Like, he literally just says, I'm a creep, I'm a creep, I'm a creep. You left me. Now I'm going to be even more of a creep. You know what I'm saying?
Context is everything.
Like, this is a fucked up song. The police needed some police intervention.
Context.
Like, fuck, I feel sorry for that girl.
Oh my God.
She left him because he was a stalker, and now she's getting stalked harder. Blink twice if you need help. Rob blinked twice.
He did too.
That was not on purpose.
That's Rob's done. That's Rob's done with me face.
Frank naturally makes him blink.
Yeah. And you'd think after almost 10 years I'd be used to it, but every once in a while he still gets me. Gotta keep things fresh somehow.
I'm sorry. That's a good look. Look, that's Rob's done with me face.
Yeah.
You can see it in his face. Look, Rob, I captured it.
That's pretty spot the fuck on.
Anyway, I think that's where we're going to leave you this week. Does anybody have anything they'd like to add? Dean, got any closing comments?
Oh, maybe I think we had a good podcast.
Okay, what about you, Rob?
Nope.
All right. Well, I'm Frank. This is Dean. That's Rob. And don't forget, we'll see you next week. And